distinguished guests, my fellow veterans, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great honor to speak at this special life celebration of Colonel Vang, who passed away last month on April 10th at his family home in Minnesota. His passing is a great loss to the family and the Lao Hmong American community throughout Minnesota and the U.S. On behalf of the relatives and family, we would like to express our appreciation for our public officials, community leaders and members, and relatives for coming in great number from afar and near alike to pay our last respect for Colonel Vang this weekend. Your presence, your time, your donations, and your volunteer services in every aspect to make this special funeral event to go smoothly, worthy of Colonel Vang's lifetime service and sacrifice in defending freedom and democracy in Laos and Southeast Asia is greatly appreciated by the family and the Lao Hmong American community in Minnesota and across the country. Colonel Jotu was initially trained as a village pastor in the early 1950s. He entered into the secret war military service as Zone 6B ADC commander. ADC stands for Auto Defense Chok at Eastern Siang Province, Laos in 1961. Later, his ADC troops were integrated into SGU Special Forces in 1969 because the secret war had become intensive. He and his SGU troops were sent to training in Phitsanulok, Thailand, and later at Sianglom, northwestern Laos. He had fought all major battles in Siang Kuang province, such as the reoccupation of the Siang Kuang town itself, the Battle of Mana, Lat San, Lat Huang, PDJ, and all around Padong area. There were several times he came near death from enemy fire. He was a gentleman officer and hero. He was an honest officer and commanded well the respect of his troops. He rose to be a battalion commander and later Brigade 22 commander with the rank of Lieutenant Colonel. Colonel Vang was best known as a down-to-earth and popular Hmong community leader. After fleeing from Laos into Thailand in May 1975, he and a colleague colonel led 160 soldiers to clear the Ban Vinai forest and turn it into the largest refugee camp of over 40,000 people in Thailand for more than a decade. He was a devoted Christian and led his troops to build the first church at Ban Vinai refugee camp. He was an honest and impartial man and loved his Hmong people dearly. He was a star traditional Hmong folk singer. He didn't like conflicts and advised the people to be patient and to forgive each other. He was a natural-born negotiator, problem solver, and counselor. And the people loved to seek his advice and follow him. He was the first Lao Hmong refugee who came to Wisconsin in 1976. He was so lonely and said he was very hungry to see his Hmong people. In Hmong, he said,